Dear students, today we are going to discuss band theory from bonding in metals. This theory also popular as molecular orbital theory. According to this theory, entire metal can be considered as a big molecule. In generally, molecular orbitals are formed by the overlapping of atomic orbitals, and of course the formed molecular orbitals having different energy levels. The molecular orbitals are, one is bonding molecular orbital and another one is anti-bonding molecular orbital. So, and of course, if n number of atomic orbitals are combined, they can produce same, that means n number of the molecular orbitals. Out of these, n by 2 are bonding molecular orbitals and remaining n by 2 are anti-bonding molecular orbitals. And of course, anti-bonding molecular orbitals occupies higher energy level than the bonding molecular orbitals. Now let us see a crystal. In a crystal body, the atomic orbitals are very much close to each other. This is only because of negligible energy difference between them. Thus, the same energy levels comes close together to form a band. So, this band is known as energy band. We have two types of energy bands. One is valency band and second one is conduction band. So now let us see that if you are taking a single atom, then one energy level at 3s, one energy level at 3p. If you are taking 5 atoms, 5 atomic energy levels at 3s, 5 atomic energy levels at 3p. If you are taking a multiple number of atoms, if you are taking n atoms, then n number of atomic orbitals of 3s comes close together, which forms 3s band. Similarly, n number of 3p atomic orbitals comes close together, form 3p band. So, in a crystal body, we have n number of metal atoms, so that bands will form. So, by the separation of these bands, we are clearly observe empty spaces between them. So, these empty spaces are known as forbidden gaps, in which electrons are not present. That means, by the separation of the bands, valency band and conduction band, we have an empty space which is known as forbidden gap. Okay, so in that forbidden gap we have no electrons. And the next one is, basing on the energy gap value between the valency band and conduction band, metals are classified into three types. One is conductors, second one is semiconductors, third one is insulators. Now let us see what about the conductors. So, in generally, in case of conductors, there is no forbidden gap between the valency band and the conduction band. That means, promotion of the electron or jumping of the electron is very easy in case of the conductors, because there is no forbidden gap. Both energy valency band and conduction band are overlaps to each other, so that in case of the conductors there is no energy gap. Now let us see semiconductors. In case of the semiconductors, energy gap between the adjacent bands is sufficiently small. That means in electron volts, that was less than 3 electron volts. So there is a chance promotion of the electrons from the valency band to the conduction band. So the probability of promoting of electrons is increases with increasing the temperature. And of course, the conductivity of semiconductor also increases with the temperature. So in case of the semiconductors, energy gap is very small. In case of the conductors, there is no energy gap. And now let us see third one, insulators. In case of the insulators, the energy gap between valency band and conduction band is very high. So which is more than the 3 electron volts. So that it is impossible to promote or transfer of electron from valency band to the conduction band. So now let us clearly observe that one. In case of the metals, that means in case of the conductors, there is no forbidden gap, there is no band gap. So now let us clearly observe the red one is the valency band, the blue one is the conduction band. And in case of the semiconductors, there is some energy gap, small gap. In case of the insulators, the energy gap is very high. So that in case of the conductors, promotion of the electrons is very easy. In case of the semiconductors, that was by increasing the temperature, just we enhance the conductance of the semiconductors. In case of the insulators, that was very tough to promote the electrons from valency band to the conduction band. So in this way, the band theory can explain the nature of the conductors, semiconductors and insulators. Thank you.